Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jimbo of the YouTube channel JB Wonders. First of all, I'd like to apologise for all the drama queen behaviour. Ooh, I'm leaving. Ooh, I'm not leaving. My head really wasn't right, and it turns out there was quite a big reason for that. I went to the doctors 3 or 4 days ago, and it was a life-changing visit to the doctor, and one that was pretty much expected, to be honest. Look, let me just tell you what's transpired over the last few months. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to look for sympathy or something. I'm really not. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm making this video so that you people, or that you guys, don't make the same mistakes as I do, or don't bury your head in the sand, or don't ignore stuff and be blasé about things. I mean, I made a video a little while ago and I was sitting on the beach sort of saying, oh, I've lived life with wild abandon. I've eaten what I want. I've drank what I want. Yeah, you have, you idiot. Anyway, let me explain this. All last year I was feeling wonky. I kept getting really dehydrated, and I kept getting, every time I got dehydrated I got really severe cramps in my sides, under my ribs, under my rib cage. Ignored it, of course I did. It all started probably, I think, early last year, and it was certainly there for the whole Isan road trip. I just felt wonky. Something wasn't quite right. Anyway, in October I started noticing ants on the toilet seat, and I know some of you are thinking, I know what that is. Anyway, I started noticing ants on the toilet seat, Googled it, and it told me, I pretty much knew what it was going to be, or what it was. But then the symptoms told me it could be a couple of other things as well, so I just went with them, and I ignored it. I buried my head in the sand. Long story short, Christmas time, I went on holiday and I saw my favourite drink from childhood on sale. It was 59 baht instead of 150 or whatever. It was Robinson's Orange Squash. No sugar added. I just started chugging it. I was chugging 2 or 3 litres a day around about Christmas time. And then suddenly overnight, as I started chugging that, my body reacted in a funny way. I started urinating like a racehorse. I was going to the toilet 5, 6, 7, 8 times every single night. Most people would have probably gone to the doctors after that. I should add, before I started drinking the orange drink, all last year I kept getting fatter and fatter, or more and more bloated. It was really bloated. I mean, these, they were nice. Don't get many of them to the pound, mate. They were a nice pair of bendy melons, they were. Now they're little juicy ripe mangoes. Anyway, I digress. I started losing weight, and I was losing weight really quickly. The only way I started to notice is clothes that hadn't fitted me, or tops that hadn't fitted me for years and years, I could suddenly get into. Now, here we are 2.5 months later, and I've had to go out and buy, I've been on XL or double XL shorts. I've had to go to Tesco and buy medium shorts. I'm wearing them now. So anyway, I've lost 20 kilos, and where I can really tell is, for example, here, that's just bone. That's bone. On my legs as well. The other symptoms were feeling weak, feeling lethargic, pretty much unable to get off the sofa unless I was doing something major. Most of last year, but particularly later last year, I couldn't even get off the sofa. Lack of activity, fatness, call it obesity, call it what you want. And this other thing's blurry vision. I thought all last year, I thought, finally it's catching up with me. It started out, I just had to get some quite mild glasses. But the last few months, since I've been pissing like a racehorse, my vision's gone really blurry, and particularly in the last sort of week and a half, it's gone from not being able to read that's just a blur, to not being able to see the door over there properly. That's all a bit blurry. One voice telling me I know what it is, the other voice saying, yeah, whatever, mate, come on, get on with it, you'll be all right. And burying my head in the sand, so much so that about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I said to the missus and my son, who've been trying to get me to go to the doctors, I said to them, I'm pretty sure it's just a urinary tract infection, a UTI. I should take antibiotics. So went to the chemist, got a course of antibiotics, took them for 7 days, no change, ants still there, still pissing like a racehorse, still feeling worse and worse. Anyway, I've had this illness or this thing or whatever's going on, infection or something, since about Christmas time. I've been urinating a lot, especially overnight. I've had dry mouth, I've had all sorts of different things. Now, I could go to the doctor, but what typically happens here with the doctor is you go there, you tell them all your symptoms, and then they give you tablets. Not once do they ask you about your lifestyle or your diet. Therefore, the doctors that you're seeing are drug pushers. They're not doctors, they're drug pushers. So I've decided to take care of this illness or infection myself for now. Just filled myself up full of antibiotics, and the way I figure, 3 or 4 days, if I'm feeling a little bit better, then they're working. I'll keep doing them for about 10 days. If they're not, I'll go to the doctor. But I don't see the point. When I thought, for example, it might be diabetes type 1, again, what they're going to do, they're going to try and tell you how to fix that rather than change your lifestyle. So I think it's not rocket science for me. If it was diabetes type 1, simple, I'm changing my diet. Sugar is gone. Sugar has gone completely and utterly. 80-90% of carbs will be gone as well. I'll eat more of a high protein diet. I'll eat more real food, because you know the biggest scam that was ever perpetrated on people worldwide, particularly in the West, was about 50 years ago, when they told you that red meat was bad. The fat from red meat and everything was bad, and everything else absolute f***. It was the biggest scam in history. They created a processed food industry, and that processed food industry has made billions ever since. And now people are finally waking up to the fact that, hey, why don't we just eat real food, real fat? Yeah. I still didn't go. It wasn't until my mate came down for a couple of days from up north, Steve, and we always go for a long walk, so I was necessitated to go for a long walk. It's probably not the right word, sorry, my head's a bit wobbly with the tablets. Anyway, so first he was down for a couple of days. First morning, went for a longish walk. We did get a bit of stuff done. We drove over to Ramanine Park. We went to Nong Bon, a couple of walks in each place, ate some food, then went to the pub where I had a sausage sandwich and a pint of cider, you know, played a bit of pool and stuff. And I just felt terrible. And he looked at me and he went, wow, you've lost a lot of weight. I can really notice it. And I just need a little trigger, really. Next morning, I was feeling like absolute crap. I finally went to the doctor after pontificating for 2.5 months. But really, I should have had a checkup last year before. Usually I have them with the missus work. For some reason, the last two, three years, I haven't been. Last time I went, maybe 3 years ago, my cholesterol was really high. I never did anything about it. Anyway, so I got up, went to the doctors. Yeah, you all know, if you've been to the doctors here, it costs quite a bit of money. And I've never had health insurance. I've never, ever had it. Never needed it, never had it. So I swear, I don't have the aircon on. I'm sweating a bit because I don't have the aircon on because it's going to make a bad noise for this video. Let me just see, is that still on? I don't even know, is that still on? Are you on? Oh, I'm on. Yeah, anyway, really skinny across there, really skinny on the legs. Anyway, did all the blood tests, urine tests, etc. And in the meantime, I went to see another doctor about this lump. It's the reason I've been growing a beard for the last couple of years, really, this lump here. So I went to see about the lump. That was okay. She said that was just fatty tissue, this, that and the other. But the lymph node underneath was a little bit enlarged. Should be no more than about a centimetre as 1.2. She said that's fine, but we need to keep an eye on it. Anyway, went to get the blood tests. And honestly, mate, it was exactly as I expected. I don't know why. I didn't act surprised because I wasn't. I knew what it was. I knew what it was going to be. Type 2 diabetes, with one of the highest blood glucose levels the doctor's ever seen. It was 400. He said the pissing, that was obviously your body's way of trying to lose weight to, I don't know, not have a stroke or not have a heart attack. He said you were almost in diabetic coma territory. Anyway, so I've got hyper, whatever the one is with too much, not too little, the hyper, whatever it is. I've got diabetic neuropathy, which that was another symptom, was tingling in the feet, you know, pins and needles in the feet and hands and stuff like that. And I've got or have had muscle atrophy, so muscle wasting, particularly in my legs and across there. Good news is I have lost 20 kilos. I weighed myself, I was 91 kilos just before Christmas. I was 111, winning. So yeah, I've lost weight without even trying. I'm not gonna lift that up. I'm not that silly, mate. Still got a little bit of fat, but so you put me for now on metformin, which twice a day, which helps release the blood sugar level. My cholesterol was very high, so I've got another tablet at night to take to reduce that. And the other thing that you find connected with the glucose, that was really high as well. So obviously he's told me lifestyle changes, big lifestyle changes. It's not rocket science, is it? I need to, and I've known this and I've said this every day for the last year. I'm stuck on the sofa. I can't seem to get off it. I don't know what that was all about. I didn't have the energy. I just couldn't get off the sofa. Anyway, I need lifestyle changes now. So since the doctor visit about, was that 4 or 5 days ago, I've been on the tablets, making me a bit sleepy, feel like I'm stoned all the time. That's good news. Don't need to smoke any weed for now. So lifestyle changes, like my typical meals over the last few days. I've just had breakfast. I had a tin of tuna, a boiled egg, half a yellow pepper and some raw spinach. I haven't had any carbs yet, unless maybe pumpkin. I think pumpkin might be included as carbs. I've had no carbs yet. I've had no sugar whatsoever. I'm not going to have any sugar. So I've quit sugar. I'm not going to go on low sugar or this. Just sugar's gone. It's done. Carbs for now, until the numbers go down, carbs are gone. Sure, I'll go back to carbs because we know it's about a balanced diet, right? And I know I could go on a carnivore diet, etc. I'm planning a balanced diet with very little carbs and high in fibre. So I've been eating a lot of beans, different meats, fish, no sugar. It's been easier than I thought because when you've got because when you've got something on your head thinking I've got to do this, otherwise I'm going to die or I'm going to get so ill. Yeah, I'm going to die early. So I need to reverse this. And believe me, people, I'm going to reverse this, and I'll do it in a few short months. I'll take the metformin as for short a period as I possibly can. I want to get the blood levels normal. I want to get everything normalized. I need to start, and I haven't been able to yet, I must admit, exercising. It's been 4 days, I think. Haven't done any yet. Well, today, in a minute, I'm going to go out for a nice long walk, and I'm going to start doing that every morning. I need to make these lifestyle changes straight away. So all I'm saying to you, look, if you do see these kind of symptoms, particularly ants on the toilet seat, pissing a lot overnight, you should just go to the doctor, I mean, it's all right self-sabotaging, but when you self-sabotage your own health and ignore it and put your head in the sand, then you're a bit of a dick, really, aren't you? So as regards this channel, I haven't been asked to film or edit anything. I've got at least 3 edited videos or videos that are nearly edited that I've just got to do intros for. I've got a couple of others a few others. In fact, I've probably got 10 that I filmed that I just need to edit. Haven't had the energy. I feel that's coming back now. I'm also in the morning, I'll have a glass of water with these probiotic powder in and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. So anyway, going to be on these tablets. I'm going to take them for a month. Back to see the doctor. In the meantime, I've ordered one of those meter things where you can prick your finger and then test the blood, and I've also got a meter that you can keep on and monitor it for 24 hours as well, because I'm 51. I'm not ready to fucking die yet, and I'm not ready to live a life in sickness either. So I'm going to reverse this really quickly, and I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks being really, really, really strict. Oh, this is weird. Since I've taken it, a couple of things have happened. Within 2 days of taking the tablets, right? 1, no ants on the toilet, which suggests the levels have gone down already. No ants on the toilet at all. 2, and I didn't even notice this. I thought this was maybe something caused by the skin or skin cancer. I had these scabs and stuff on my hands for the last 2-3 years plus, which suggests I've had very high levels for probably 2 or 3 years at least. Literally overnight, gone. The dry scabs have literally gone, and off my head as well. Very strange. It's all changed now. I will manage it. I will get my mojo back, and I will bring you guys some fantastic videos very, very soon. I'm going to get back on it like a car bonnet really, really soon. Back once again like a renegade master. Believe me, there's going to be some fantastic videos coming out. In the meantime, please watch a few of the old ones. Leave a few comments. Share even if you could. Thanks for sticking with me. Any kind words that anyone's left on the posts that I did, I have read them all, and I've deleted them posts and I have read them all. But I want to say to each and every one of you, thank you very, very much for sticking with me. Watch this space for some fucking banging videos.